All right, everybody. So we're here taping Sports Extra here on a Sunday. As we're in the middle of the taping, we got the news that Raheem Morris has been relieved of his duties as head coach of the Atlanta Falcons. When I tell you that this is an instant reaction, this news came down 2.5 minutes ago as we were taping. We stopped the recording, and we are now doing this as a quick reacts. Home team, your first reaction, good or bad decision? What are your first thoughts?
That's why you shouldn't gamble.
Yeah.
I would have put everything in the deed to my mama's house on the table. They were going to run it back with Raheem Morris, but Adam Schefter reporting that he's out, and I'm shocked. I thought the 4-game winning streak and the fact that the defense turned around immensely, and some of the things that were problems at the beginning of the season were cleaned up at the end, that would be enough to give him one more year, but obviously that's not the case, and so now we go into the future with a new coach apparently coming to the ATL.
Gabe, your thoughts on this as we sit here and react blindly live to this news happening?
I'm also stunned.
We were in the locker room. It felt like,
and the players were all raving about how they wanted him to come back. And again, the players aren't running the team. It just had a feeling with the way this ended that maybe this was trending in a direction where they would want to see. And obviously we know Arthur Blank loves Raheem. We know he respects Raheem. So I'm surprised, I will say. This should be a popular opening. There's a lot of emerging young players. Atlanta's obviously a good city to live in. The candidate pool it doesn't have the flashy names per se, but I think that they're going to get a pretty good person in here.
I think it's interesting too with the timing that if you're the first franchise to fire your coach, you don't know the other coaches who could be available who are just coaching. And so that tells me that you should have somebody on a short list in order to fill the position. So whoever that person is also going to be very interesting, being that there are a lot of coaches that probably will be fired and they haven't been fired yet.
Well, how about this? So the Giants were actually the first ones to get rid of their coach. Do you think or Tennessee also? Like I said, we're winging this, right?
Oh my goodness.
I feel like, in my opinion, I think that this is a better job than both those positions. Maybe the quarterback position is not as figured out as maybe New York, but it feels like all the other pieces around the quarterback position seem to be more set up and ready to go than New York and as well as Tennessee. Huh? Yep.
I mean, I absolutely. Well, Tennessee's a full-on rebuild, and I like Cam Ward, but I mean, there's not any talent on that team. And then the Giants could be appealing, but no, there's a lot. And you're in the NFC South.
Correct. Where anything goes.
Just tied for the title.
Yeah, and you're stepping in equal to the other teams. I mean, you could.
What about Terry? Terry got fired too? Oh my goodness.
He fired a clean house.
So Terry Fontenot and Raheem Morris both out as we're sitting here taping.
Out the street. Oh my goodness.
All right, guys, we're here taping Sports Extra here at our studios here at 11 Alive, and as we're taping, we get the news that both Raheem Morris and Terry is his name, 3, 2, and 1. All right, guys, welcome into our studios here at 11 Alive. We were taping an episode for Sports Extra, and we got the news mid-tape that both Raheem Morris and Terry Fontenot have been relieved of their duties in their respective jobs with the Falcons. I'm telling you, this is an instant reaction. We're just learning this in the last 5 minutes. Gabe, your first thoughts on what's going on here?
We're stunned. We were thinking Raheem was definitely safe, and we were going to see about Terry. I'm stunned. I'm stunned that clean house.
Yeah, me too.
I'm shocked. I thought they were going to run it back with Ra 4 in a row to finish out the season, beat the Saints on the final day, and then you helped James Pierce Jr. get to 10.5 sacks and set a new sack record for the team. I'm flabbergasted. I thought he had done enough to clean it up at the end, but apparently there was too much damage done before today.
And it's interesting, too, because we were in the postgame locker room, Gabe, and there was so much support for Raheem. They all wanted him back, it felt like.
Yeah, I mean, they were speaking glowingly of him, right? Jesse Bates, everyone was talking about how they loved playing for him, and they noted how hard they continued to play here down the stretch. So, I mean, it's surprising.
And a lot of love for Terry Fontenot as well. I mean, guys that got drafted by him or guys that got picked up in free agency all were just like, look, Terry Fontenot, we owe him a lot. So just a crazy, crazy day here in Atlanta. Once again, we're going to have to be covering a coaching search. Guys, any final thoughts before we go?
Get it right. You know, you keep firing coaches. Teams and franchises that have stability and have good organizations don't keep firing coaches. So now you've done it again. We're going to be on 4 coaches in a decade. Pick right. Don't rise up, wise up.
Well, we're going to be hearing that a lot. Gabe?
Arthur Blank didn't want to settle for mediocrity. He viewed retaining them as not good enough. I'll applaud it. But If you hire the wrong people, then we'll criticize it.
Yeah, we will see. Definitely going to be an interesting job to look out for, and we're going to be talking about it all week, but definitely on Sports Extra coming up a little bit later tonight on 11 Live after Sunday Night Football. A new era beginning once again in Atlanta, and we will have you covered right here on 11 Live on the AJC as well as 680 The Fan. See you guys there.